today in the second and third tier of European club competition. That's the Europa League and of course the UEFA Conference League. Beginning from AZ Alkmaar defeat Tottenham Hotspur by 1-0. FCSB lost at home to Lyon by 3-1. Fenerbahce lost at home to Rangers by 3-1 with our own Sᴘᴏʀᴛ getting a recall into the Super Eagles also. That yesterday's goal and assist is his 27th goal contribution already this season.
That's also a wonderful response. I mean, a lot of ex-influencers, sport influencers on X have come out and said that Sᴘᴏʀ does not deserve a place or is not worthy of a place.
Anybody that says that Sᴘᴏ is Nigeria's best striker this season in terms of with his numbers.
Maybe Tᴏᴜᴏ Oᴘᴇᴏ also has good numbers as well. You take a look at him. I think he has.
What does Tolu play?
He plays at Genk. Yeah, exactly.
The Scottish League is still better.
Let us bring that conversation.
The Scottish League is still better. Genk is in Belgium, right?
Yeah, it is.
The Scottish League is still rated higher than the Belgian League.
But despite that fact, he's still putting in the numbers.
Nobody's saying he's not putting in the numbers. I'm just saying that the Belgian League is not in the top 10 most rated leagues.
Well, maybe it is
the Scottish League is there.
He's also doing his stuff there.
Nobody's saying you don't get what I'm saying. Okay. Nobody's saying he's not doing that. But what I'm saying is you can't play down what Sᴘᴏ had done for Rangers this season. 27 goals contribution already.
The reason why I brought in Tᴏᴜᴏ Oᴘᴏ was when you said that he has to be the most informed Nigerian striker at this point in time. That's why. No, he's not. Tᴏᴜᴏ Oᴘᴏ has scored more goals than Sᴘᴏ this season already.
Contribution does he have 27?
No, it doesn't. As a striker, I went to score goals. Are you give us the striker?
I need the numbers.
Yeah, you went to score goals.
There was a season when Olivier Giroud was at Chelsea that had more assists than goals.
Exactly. But as a striker, you are bought to sign. You are bought to score goals.
But as a goalkeeper, you are bought to sweep.
Yeah. So someone said if it were Andrew Renner that would be the goalkeeper of Liverpool against PSG, Liverpool would have considered 10 goals in that game.
No, 11. Boy. Okay, Rasha said I played a 1-1 draw with Manchester United. Manchester United had to pull a goal back to equalize that game. Of course, they take the game next up to Old Trafford. It's going to be back-to-back home games for them. They host Arsenal on Sunday and they host Rasha said that in return leg also on Thursday. AS Roma defeated Athletic Club Bilbao by 2-1. Ajax are lost at home to entrenched Frankfurt. And Bodo Glimt defeated Olympiacos by 3-0. I think that's the biggest result yesterday. Lazio, as expected, defeated Victoria Pleasant away from home. In the UEFA Conference League, Chelsea, like we said, defeated FC Copenhagen by 2-1. Modo versus Lega Warsaw ended 3-2 in favor of Modo. Panathinaikos also defeated Fiorentina by 3-2. Real Betis played a goalless draw with Victoria de Grumeres. That's the Portuguese side.
That was a 2-2 draw.
I mean, 2-2 draw. Yeah. All of the games yesterday in the UEFA Conference League produced goals. Those are the games that we saw yesterday. Well, for games already up today, early kickoff, Katsina United defeated Shooting Stars by 1-0.
Exactly.
And tonight by 8:30 in German Bundesliga, there's Borussia Mönchengladbach at home to Mainz 05. In the Italian Serie A, only one game to be decided tonight. Is going to be Cagliari hosting Genoa by 8:45. And in the French Ligue 1, there's Toulouse versus AS Monaco, where we're due for our first break. And let's quickly take this one. We'll come and run you through some of these games to be expected today, tomorrow, Sunday. And of course, we give you other stories on NBA. And of course, we also look at other sports. Stick with us.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
Okay, this your engine don't kaput. After you made me spend money repairing and repairing, see what you are now saying. Oga, don't be my fault now. I sabi work. Now your engine no good. If you make hello, my engine.
Do you know that one way to get your engine working efficiently is by buying good quality petrol? That is why Dangote Refinery has refined its petrol to straight run clean petrol, which is quality petrol you can trust for all your engines. It's time to care about your engine. Buy high quality Dangote petrol.
At Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub, the party never stops. We bring the party to life and turn up alongside premium DJs, hype men, and exclusive performances. So, let's spice up your week and every week from 10 p.m. for that top-notch premium nightlife experience. Our Tuesdays are exceptional with our Sultry Tuesday. Then we get freaky on Fridays as we raise the roof with our Freaky Friday.
Wait a minute!
Going into the weekend, our Saturdays gives you that after dark vibe. Then we max it up as we unleash at Ecstasy on Sunday, always from 10 p.m. at Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub, number 2 Cafe Street, opposite ICM, ᴜᴜᴜ. Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub. Experience the premium nightlife.
Oga, this your engine don kaput o.
After you don't make me repair. See the kind thing we talk.
Oga, don't be my fault now. I sabi work o. Na your engine no good.
Hello, my engine.
My people, una sabi say one way to make sure say una motor and generator engine them work wella na to dey buy ogbonge quality petrol. That na why Dangote Refinery don't find way to refine their petrol to give us ogbonge quality straight run petrol. This na better quality petrol wey you fit trust o. Time don reach to care for una engine them. Buy better quality Dangote petrol.
At Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub, the party never stops. We bring the party to life and turn up alongside premium DJs, hype men, and exclusive performances. So, let's spice up your week and every week from 10 p.m. for that top-notch premium nightlife experience. Our Tuesdays are exceptional with our Sultry Tuesday. Then we get freaky on Fridays as we raise the roof with our Freaky Friday.
Wait a minute!
Going into the weekend, our Saturdays gives you that after dark vibe. Then we max it up as we unleash at Ecstasy on Sunday, always from 10 p.m. at Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub, number 2 Cafe Street, opposite ICM, ᴜᴜᴜ. Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub. Experience the premium nightlife.
Oga, this your engine don kaput o. After you make me spend money repairing and repairing, see what you are now saying. Oga, don't be my fault now. I sabi work o. Na your engine no good.
Hello, my engine.
Do you know that one way to get your engine working efficiently is by buying good quality petrol? That is why Dangote Refinery has refined its petrol to straight run clean petrol, which is quality petrol you can trust for all your engines. It's time to care about your engine. Buy high quality Dangote petrol.
At Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub, the party never stops. We bring the party to life and turn up alongside premium DJs, hype men, and exclusive performances. So, let's spice up your week and every week from 10 p.m. for that top-notch premium nightlife experience. Our Tuesdays are exceptional with our Sultry Tuesday. Then we get freaky on Fridays as we raise the roof with our Freaky Friday.
Wait a minute!
Going into the weekend, our Saturdays gives you that after dark vibe. Then we max it up as we unleash at Ecstasy on Sunday, always from 10 p.m. at Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub, number 2 Cafe Street, opposite ICM, ᴜᴜᴜ. Ecstasy Lagos Premium Nightclub. Experience the premium nightlife.
Oga, this your engine don kaput o.
After you don't make me repair. See the kind thing we talk.
Oga, don't be my fault now. I sabi work o. Na your engine no good.
Hello, my engine.
My people, una sabi say one way to make sure say una motor and generator engine them work wella na to dey buy ogbonge quality petrol. That na why Dangote Refinery don't find way to refine their petrol to give us ogbonge quality straight run petrol. This na better quality petrol wey you fit trust o. Time don reach to care for una engine them. Buy better quality Dangote petrol.
listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
Yeah, I know what this is.
98.3 Mainland FM.
Lord, I'm amazed, I don't feel describe my feelings. Give me all the love when I need it. Oh, your name is one more, could I ask for? That's the way that you make me feel. I'll be lying if I say I'm not patient enough. Tell me one more, could I ask for? Blessings flow like a river, freezing cold in my...
All right, thank you very much for staying with us on Mainland 98.3 FM. It is the sports, your biggest sports show on the radio, Sports Cruise Live from Mainland 98.3 FM, 6 to 7 p.m. every Monday to Friday. We run you through things you need to know in the world of sport, as we always do. I will always stick around with you. In the French Ligue 1, there are games between Toulouse and Monaco tonight. By 8:45, and of course tomorrow, which is Saturday the 8th of March 2025, International Women's Day, early kickoff by 3 p.m. Nigerian Premier Football League is Rivers United versus Niger Tornadoes. Bender Insurance also by 4 p.m. versus Remo Stars. There's Lobby Stars versus Ikorodu City also by 4 p.m. In English Premier League, early kickoff by 1:30. Nottingham Forest would host Manchester City in a battle for 4th place in English Premier League. Brighton at the American Express Stadium would host High Staking Fulham by 4 p.m. And also by 4 p.m. there's Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park versus Ipswich Town. And also by 4 p.m. there's Liverpool at Anfield versus Whipping Boys Southampton. And if Liverpool wins that game, they will be 16 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the Premier League table until Arsenal plays Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday.
That has not happened yet, me. So that's
why I said if.
Don't let Arsenal fans feel like the title is done and dusted.
What were they feeling like before?
The title is not done and dusted.
Okay, so Southampton will beat Liverpool.
No. I'm not saying Southampton beat Liverpool, but I'm just saying
sometimes you play devil's advocate and the devil will want to slap you. There's Liverpool versus Southampton. Please don't angry me. Don't angry me. There's Liverpool versus Southampton by 4 p.m. and also by Brentford versus Aston Villa. The game will be by 6:30, and the last game for the night, which is tomorrow at 9 p.m. is Wolves versus Everton. That's going to be a very interesting game to look out for. Also by 2 p.m. in the Spanish La Liga, there's Celta Vigo versus Leganes. By 4:15 there's the Deportivo Alaves versus Villarreal. By 6:30 there's Valencia versus Real Valladolid, and by 9 p.m. there's Barcelona versus Osasuna. In the German Bundesliga, there's Bayer Leverkusen versus Werder Bremen, and there's also that game will be by 3:30. All of the games tomorrow will be by 3:30 except Freiburg versus RB Leipzig.
Bundesliga standard 3:30. It doesn't change.
It's changeless. It's changeless. And there's Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena versus VfL Bochum. There's Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna versus Augsburg. There's Austin Kiel versus VfB Stuttgart, and there's Wolfsburg versus St. Pauli. All of these games will be by 3:30, and the last game in the German Bundesliga will be Freiburg versus RB Leipzig, and that game will be by 6:30. Italian Serie A Como 1907 opened the show on Saturday by 3 p.m. versus Venezia. There's Parma versus Torino also by 3 p.m. and by 6 p.m. there's Lecce versus AC Milan, and by 8:45 there's Inter Milan at the San Siro versus Monza. In the French League 1, there's Rennes at home versus PSG. That game will be by 5 p.m. and by 7 p.m. there's Lille versus Montpellier, and also by 9:05 there's Marseille versus RC Lens. And on Sunday, Nigerian Premier Football League, Plateau United in Jos by 3 p.m. will be hosting Abia Warriors, and Enugu Rangers also would host Aqua United by 4 p.m. And same 4 p.m. Eyimba International Football Club of Aba will be hosting El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri, and that's a very big cracker.
Very big game.
And of course, the Afonja Warriors Kwara United would host Kano Pillars by 4 p.m. And there's also Nasarawa United at the Lafia Township Stadium hosting the Akure Arsenal Sunshine Stars Football Club of Akure. And by 5:30 there's Adland Football Club of Owerri hosting the Sea Boys Bayelsa United. English Premier League, Chelsea early kickoff 3 p.m. on Sunday versus Leicester City, and there's Tottenham Hotspur also by 3 p.m. Versus Bournemouth. And the last game for the English Premier League for Sunday at Old Trafford, a theatre that has gradually turned to a theatre of nightmare, will be Manchester United hosting Arsenal by 5:30. In the Spanish La Liga, Getafe will play host to Atletico Madrid by 2 p.m. and Real Madrid will also host Rayo Vallecano by 4:15. And by 6:30 is Athletic Club Bilbao versus Real Mallorca, and by 6:30 as well there's Real Betis versus Las Palmas, and by 9 p.m. it is Real Sociedad versus Sevilla. In the German Bundesliga for Sunday by 3 p.m. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Union Berlin will square it out, and Hoffenheim would host FC Eden by 5:30. In the Italian Serie A, 4 games will be decided on Sunday, beginning from early kickoff 12:30, Hellas Verona versus Bologna, and by 3 p.m. there's Napoli versus Fiorentina. By 6 p.m. there's Empoli versus unbeaten AS Roma, and by 8:45 the biggest game in the Italian Serie A this weekend, the Turin will be Juventus hosting Atalanta.
Third against fourth.
That's some massive game
and
right there.
It's just 3 points,
just 3 points separating them. Exactly.
And one team looks like they want to challenge for the title. The other team as well look like what they want to do this season.
There are a lot of pretenders
just to keep on drawing and drawing games and I remember the
Juventus have gone 6 games, 5 wins and a draw.
I think at the beginning of the season, I think they were undefeated, and I think
in 12 matches and they had
10 draws. Come on,
but then they picked up. They've won their last 5 games on the bounce, 6 in all competition.
Maybe them being knocked out of the UEFA Champions League
was a blessing for them.
So it's going to be like
they can focus now on the Italian Serie A.
So if that happens,
and the fact that the teams at the top of the log are also not ready to win. AC Milan is dropping points. Napoli is messing up. Inter Milan is also being on and off, defeating Napoli by 2 goals to 1.
Very, very surprising.
Well, like we said, the biggest game in the Italian Serie A this weekend is going to be Juventus at Turin hosting Atalanta. And of course, in the French Ligue 1, there's Brest by 3 p.m. versus Angers. There's La Havre versus Saint-Etienne by 5:15, and also by 5:15 there's Nantes versus Strasbourg. And by same 5:15, 3 games will be out by 5:15 in the French Ligue 1 on Sunday. Reims would host AJ Osreal. Those are the games that we expect to have in the major leagues across Europe. Let's quickly look at other stories. Ruben Amorim had come out to say that he's very sure he will not get the time that Mikel Arteta had gotten at Arsenal before he will probably get sacked. Well, automobile company Cadillac is going to join the Formula 1 grid from 2026 as the entry has been approved. Well, GM Motors' new Cadillac team gains final approval to join the expanded grid from the 2026 Formula 1 season. The new Cadillac will join the grid for the 2026 season after the GM Motors back entry was approved by FIA and F1. The confirmation of the entry of American car giant GM luxury brand into the sport means the F1 grid will expand to 11 teams from next season. It was announced last November that Cadillac has secured an agreement in principle to join the grid as part of a revised offering from GM in conjunction with US Group TWG Motorsport, which sees General Motors committed to running its own works engine by the end of the decade. Before its works engine is ready to use, the Cadillac team has secured a deal to initially run Ferrari's engine and gearbox from its first season in a deal announced in November 2024. GM has set up his own engine company to develop his first F1 power unit to compete from the start of 2027 season. A joint statement read, the FIA and F1 can confirm that following the completion of their respective sporting, technical and commercial assessment, the application of General Motors and TWG Motorsport to bring Cadillac team to the FIA Formula 1 World Championship from 2026 has been approved. F1 President Stefano Domenicali says that, as we said in November, the commitment by GM Motors to bring a Cadillac team to F1 was an important and positive demonstration of the evolution of the sport. I want to thank the GM and TWG for their constructive engagement over the month and look forward to welcoming the team on the Formula 1 grid from 2026 for what will be another exciting year for Formula One. FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem says that today marks a transformative moment, and I'm proud to lead the federation in this progressive step for the championship. The F1 will be expanded into 11 teams in the 2026 season, and that is a milestone. GM and Cadillac collaboration brings fresh energy, aligning with the new FIA 2026 regulation and ushering in an exciting era for the sport. So from the 2026 season now, is going to be 11 teams adjusting in for the championship in the Formula One. Let's talk quickly about female boxing. For Natasha Jonas and Lourdes Price, it is one of the most talked about fight in recent boxing history. Natasha Jonas and Lourdes Price fight to unify WBC, IBF, and WBA welterweight world titles at the Royal Albert Hall tonight. Will be live on all TV platforms and of course pay-per-view scheduling. Fighters who have trained both Jonas and Price view Friday night fight as equal clash of will and skill. WBC lightweight world champion Caroline Dubas, who defends against world number 1 contender Bōmire Shin on Friday's all-women bill, has shared the ring with both Jonas and Price. I do respect both of them, and I think they are both great champions. And every time I've doubted Natasha, she's proving me wrong. I sparred Natasha when I was like 15. It was a long time ago, and she was just coming back to boxing after having a child. So she was also not 100%, but she has improved since then. We are both sharp, both southpaws, both sharp on the counter, and they both carry power, and it's always exciting. Natasha says that Lawrence got all of the pressure, and let's see who gets it tonight. So that's a big fight that a lot of people will have to look out for. Yes, let's quickly talk about a goalkeeper that's gotten his ban extended from 3 games to 6 matches. Liam Roberts, Millwall's goalkeeper, handed increased 6-game ban from Jean-Philippe Mateta's challenge. Crystal Palace striker Jean-Philippe Mateta was stretched off after a horror challenge from Liam Roberts. Millwall's goalkeeper was shown a straight red card. Mateta was later discharged from the hospital with 25 stitches to his hair. Millwall lost the game by 3-1 to get knocked out of the FA Cup quarterfinals. Roberts' high boots caused Mateta to have given him 25 stitches to his left ear after the pair came together to challenge for the ball during last Saturday's FA Cup 5th round tie at Selhurst Park, leading Crystal Palace Steve Parish to describe as the most reckless challenge he has ever seen. The Football Association submitted the claim to have ban extended from the standard 3 matches, claiming 3 games was clearly insufficient for the offence, and the governing body confirmed on Friday that an independent regulatory panel had issued a 6-match suspension to Liam Roberts. Millwall said they are disappointed with the outcome but respect the process that has been taken. Meanwhile, Roberts says he's devastated by what happened and reached out to Mateta immediately after the game. The Lions goalkeeper also said he accepted the sanction in the club's website. He said, and I quote, "I'm devastated by what happened and I accept the red card as award and accept my punishment. Furthermore, I've been extremely unpleasant to observe suggestions that are intended to harm a fellow professional footballer. I've categorically never stepped on a football pitch with the intention to hurt anyone. Misleading articles and comments have resulted in an unthinkable amount of abusive message and threats towards my family and I. To the footballing community who knows me and reach out with the support through this tough time, I say thank you and I appreciate every single message." Well, Palace is hoping that Mateta could return in time for the Fulham clash, which is going to be very interesting. That is the quarterfinal of the oldest club competition in the world, the English FA. Now let's talk about Ruben Amorim. Chido Obi is said to be involved in Manchester United against his former club Arsenal after he left the club in the summer over concerns about the pathway to first-team football. Ruben Amorim had gone on to say that United will not give him the time. Mikel Arteta has had to turn around Arsenal. United host Arsenal in the Premier League on Sunday, sitting 14th on the table after a disastrous start to life, as head coach Ruben Amorim has seen taking only 18 points from possible 48. He has dropped 30 points. Kilo day. Arteta has also had a tough start at Arsenal boss in the league, failing to qualify for the Champions League 3 seasons in a row before turning the Gunners into title contenders.
Which title contenders are they?
They've competed for the title in the last 3 seasons, twice against Man City.
How will be title contender without winning any title?
That's why they call them contender. They didn't say title winners.
Wow.
You've not heard when they say somebody is Obalola. Obalola means you can never be king. Ruben Amorim Thank you very much for being with us on the show. Ṛʊbɛn Amorim hired mid-season from Sporting despite his request to join in the summer does not expect to be afforded the same patience as Arteta by the bosses at Old Trafford. Well, I'm surprised that he actually requested that he wants to join in the summer, but Manchester United insisted that he must come and use the face to collect fire. And he's seeing it hot and spicy. He
fell into that trap.
He has picked up only 18 out of possible 48 points. That means Manchester United have lost 30 points. That is 10 games, mix it together, 3 points.
I love the fact that he realizes that Manchester United will not be giving him the chance.
Because Manchester United is a big club. They don't have mediocre mentality of not winning the league in 21 seasons and giving a manager 6 years with only one FA Cup.
Not that they're a big club, but I just feel
they're a big club. What do you mean by not that they're a big club?
They have the small big club mentality that Arsenal do not have. Because they still made a small club. But I mean, when you are small, you can also be smaller. Arsenal is a smaller club. Manchester United is a small club. So Ṛʊbɛn Amorim knows, and he also believes that Manchester United will not be giving him that.
Agbatomi, the way the Senate president used to overrule a decision. I've overruled his opinion today. I'm sure when people call, they will still roast you. You like being roasted on the Friday. I don't know how you feel comfortable.
Because I love
to have a good weekend.
I love looking for trouble.
I love to have a good weekend. Well, we said, and I quote, I would not have the time that Arteta has, and I feel that it's a different club, said Ṛʊbɛn Amorim. The way Arteta dealt with what is an inspiration for everybody, I would not have that time like Arteta is God. United season now rests on their success in the Europa League and the second leg of their round of 16 tie against Real Sociedad next week Thursday. They will have 2 days less than Arsenal to recover after the 1-1 first leg draw in Spain on Thursday. Asked if he could rest players for Sunday's game, Amorim added, when you are in this kind of club, you cannot think like that with a small squad at the moment. We're trying to see all the players that are fresh and not in danger of getting injured. Even at that, we have to risk a little bit, but we have to be competitive on Sunday. He added that Europa League is much harder, in my opinion, than the Champions League.
That's heresy.
Not but the games, but the recovery time, then to play in the Premier League on the weekend. I understand what he's saying. They travel all the way to Azerbaijan. You go to Buski. You go to Israel to go and play Noah FC. I understand what he's saying though, because they played on Thursday away from home, and they'll be playing Arsenal on Sunday. But Arsenal played on Tuesday.
Okay, the ironical part about this whole thing is that 2 English Premier League clubs are depending on the UEFA Europa League as any form of major silverware this season. Manchester United as well as Tottenham Hotspur. You remember as well at the beginning of the season,
even Chelsea.
Chelsea is still Europa League.
If Chelsea wins the Europa Conference League, at least they only qualify for Europa League.
But they can still qualify for the Champions League.
But if they qualify, wait, let me ask you. If Chelsea wins the UEFA Conference League and they qualify for Europa League, now, and they qualify for the Europa League also in England, can they do double Europa League and one Champions League? Well, Ṛʊbɛn Amorim has gone out to say that he's unsure over the fitness of Harry Maguire and Manuel Ugarte ahead of the visit of Arsenal after they missed the draw against Sociedad with injury. We need to survive on Sunday, said Ṛʊbɛn Amorim. The team was so tired in the last 30 minutes against Real Sociedad. We had to prepare for Sunday and then think about the important games for us. In the moment, I don't know if Maguire and Ugarte will be fit to play against Arsenal. Amorim was also unable to recall upon teenage striker Cİdioğlu in Spain after the club failed to register in the Europa League squad for the knockout phase. That's a big miss for them. But the 17-year-old is said to be involved in the game against his former club Arsenal, who he left in the summer over concerns about the clear path into the first team. Everybody can start. If they are training on Friday, then they can play against Sociedad, then they are ready. Cİdioğlu is on the list against Ṛʊbɛn Amorim. Let's quickly discuss this issue.
Exactly. I think I loved it.
Arsenal are in a serious striker issue. They let go of a couple of their strikers. Now they are having to rely on
Mikel
Merino that has never been a striker before until he came in against Leicester City and got those 2 goals. And they've had some purple patches. They've lost at home to West Ham. Played a goalless draw against Nottingham Forest.
Exactly.
And it looks like they're moving super farther from Liverpool. If Liverpool wins, or when Liverpool wins on Sunday, no, on Saturday, no disrespect to Southampton.
Yeah.
I didn't say if. I said when Liverpool wins on Saturday, before Arsenal plays on Sunday evening by 5:30, Liverpool will be 16 points adrift of Arsenal.
Don't arch your cheeks before the arch.
Some cheeks are not inside egg. Kept these young stars.
Exactly.
Have
Smith Rowe as well.
Not even Smith Rowe. Now I'm even talking about Cʀᴜɪsᴜ. These guys are all product of the Arsenal academy. Would they have probably brought some? Because I saw Manchester United last game against Fulham in the FA Cup where they got knocked out. Chidobe came in and he was arguably the best striker for Manchester United on that day.
Exactly. I think he has also been put in now for a shout for him to be the starting striker.
Oilon had not scored a goal in 19 matches as a centre forward.
And you've got to say a centre forward.
Even Onana has given away goal. He has made an error that has led to
goal contribution.
Yeah, he has a goal contribution.
Yeah,
but as a striker in 19 matches.
But apart from that as well, I mean, I think Arsenal did a very, very or should I say, made a wrong business decision over the what's it called now? This summer transfer window. I mean, letting the likes of Chidobe, Fabio Vieira.
Chidobe wanted a clear definition of
he knew that Manchester United was going to be that opportunity because if you look at Manchester United squad, they are very, very thin on attacking options at this point in time. There is Rasmus Oilon that has not scored in 19 games. There's also Joshua Zirkzee who scores sparingly and also calls himself a 9.5 that is not even a 9. But apart from that, I mean, you take a look at the way Manchester United as well play, the way Arsenal as well play. They are well suited to the way this young star Chidobe. I mean, I remember when he came in, against Fulham last week. It was a terror to the Fulham's defense. It was very, very physical, and that's what you get when you are a youngster. But unfortunately, this is what Arsenal are meant to be enjoying at this point in time. That's why I said it was a ridiculous decision, to let Chidobe go. Because obviously, at that point in time as a matter of fact, Chidobe was the most natural striking option that Arsenal had.
Chidobe's numbers with the Arsenal academy?
Because ģerbēļs is not a 9.
This guy was scoring 5 goals in a game against Tottenham Hotspur. He scored 4 goals and 2 assists.
Kayavart as well is not an out-and-out striker. And it was only Chidobe that could also give one of those numbers because it was an attacking option. But unfortunately for Mikel Arteta as well as his Arsenal hierarchy, they didn't have any form of confidence in him and they had to let him go. But I mean, this game against Arsenal is going to be some form of blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? It because
I don't know. I don't know.
What if it is this same Chidobe that now scores the equalizing goal, the winner against Arsenal? That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a blockbuster game. So I mean, I want to see.
You know what blockbuster means?
See, is going. Now let me. Do you know the kind of scenes that we'll be seeing if Chidobe scores the winner against Arsenal?
Wait now.
To not even talk, if he now decides to celebrate again,
wait now. Let me tell you what a football blockbuster means. A game of equal match. And you are saying player for player. We are talking about everything in between. Arsenal are second. Manchester United are 14th.
Yeah,
and if you go and check their head-to-head in the last 7 games, Arsenal have won 5 times. No, 4 times.
In the last four Premier League games, they've won the last
Arsenal
5.
have won
the last 4 Premier League games, exactly. But you also remember
they beat Manchester United at home yesterday to the point that the roof was crying.
But the last time they met Okwemi, Manchester United won that game. It was via penalties. You agree with me as well?
That's the FA Cup.
Anything can happen. Exactly.
I'm not saying anything cannot happen, but for you to call the game a blockbuster, it's giving me the chills.
Even the last time Arsenal won against Manchester United at Emirates Stadium, what they could do was corner with you and Timber scoring as well as Saliba.
So no be good. My guy, rest. Well, I'm going to be taking predictions for the game between Manchester United and Arsenal. I could be kind enough to do some quick giveaway, but let's see how the next 15 minutes on this show will be like. If Atomy maintain the status quo, if his head is in order, I will do giveaway. Otherwise, so you people should be begging Atomy not to talk. If you should talk, if you should talk, then your giveaway is gone. Your giveaway is far. All right, big games at the weekend, no doubt about that. But as it is now, well, let's see how it goes. Hopefully Arsenal will be able to get something for themselves over the weekend. But let's also run you through some footballing stories as we speak. Neymar is working on a deal with Barcelona or Bayern. Yes, the news broke this morning that Neymar could be returning to Europe after one season that is already looking sensational with his boyhood club Santos. But that's exactly what we heard. That his agent was saying earlier today. Well, Lukaku was also in the news and was talking about how brutal Chelsea treated him.
Yeah.
Well, Romelu Lukaku revealed
Twice
that he was forced to change his youth dressing room at Chelsea as Napoli star opens up on the laziness claims and painful stint at Stamford Bridge. Lukaku had claimed that he was forced to change the youth dressing room at Chelsea during his ill-fated spell at the club. Lukaku returned to Chelsea in 2021, becoming the club's then record signing for a staggering £98 million. That's $136 million. He played just 26 Premier League games, scoring 8 goals, and was subsequently shipped out on loan, first to Inter Milan and then to Roma before he joined Napoli last season. How do you loan a $136 million player?
And the funny thing was that he delivered at both clubs. He delivered at Inter Milan, delivered at Roma, and now he's still delivering as well at Napoli.
I'm sorry to say this. A lot of people may not like what I'm about to say, but Lukaku is a mid-team player, and I'll tell you for a fact.
I don't agree with that.
When he came to Manchester United, he flopped.
Yes.
And his deal to Manchester United was on the back of a very explosive season with Everton.
But he won the Italian Serie A with Inter Milan.
I'm coming.
All right,
let me build up.
Give
me cement. Let me build up. Let me cook. So when he came to Chelsea as a 17-year-old, he was the highest goal scorer in the Belgian league, and was supposed to be the heir to the apparent throne of Didier Drogba.
Yes.
17 big under Mourinho, and once Mourinho says you have a future at the club, just know that your presence is not guaranteed.
Yes.
So he had to leave. He went on loan.
Exactly.
He had a good season. I think the loan was where
he played at
was it West Bromwich Albion? No, it wasn't West Bromwich Albion. I know that he went on loan first. He came back. Then he was sold to. He went on loan to Everton.
Yes.
Then he had a good. I think it's going about.
He had a good season.
He had 22 goals at Everton. The Manchester United broke, their transfer record to sign him. He also didn't have a good season at Manchester United. Then he went back. He came back on loan again to Chelsea, or he was bought by Chelsea for $136 million.
Before then, before Chelsea, he went to Inter Milan.
He went to Inter Milan on loan.
On loan, exactly, from Manchester United.
Manchester United to Inter on loan. Then came to Chelsea, bought him from Inter.
Yes.
Under Antonio Conte, he had a good season with Inter Milan.
Yes.
So now
he was still loaned back to that same Inter Milan as well.
Wallahi, why did you have done? Now the Belgium international has lifted the lead on his nightmare spell in West London, claiming that he was forced to change in the youth dressing room, and also accused the Blues of trying to tarnish his image in the media. Now let me quote Lukaku. He said, "I wasn't alone at Chelsea. Aubameyang and Ziyech were also out of the project. They made us change in the youth locker room. It's business. The club tells you it doesn't want you anymore, and often also where you would end up. But if you want to leave, even for serious reasons, you don't have the option. They drag it out until the last moment, then they wear you down. Clubs have relationship with the media, and it doesn't take much to put a player in a difficult position to create the wrong impression. Believe me, I've seen things I never thought I would. One day, I would like to explain all of this to younger players who are really working for them and what is working against them." Lukaku has scored 9 goals for Napoli the Italian Serie A this season, and will next be in action when they face Fiorentina this weekend. Chelsea at some point had about 52 players, academy players on loan. I remember there was a picture on Twitter then that when Chelsea loan players returned to Stamford Bridge at the end of the season, it was like in Tower Sports. They are like 1 million at the airport. Well, Lukaku never had a good time at Chelsea, and that's the simple truth. Whether you like it or not, you can't change it.
Almost every player really do not have good time at Chelsea, to be honest. I mean, take a look at Mohamed Salah. Take a look at the likes of Mohamed Salah. Apart from Mohamed Salah as well, there's also what's his name now? Kevin De Bruyne as well, also in the fold as well. So I mean, all of these players, I mean, they find it really, really hard, having a good time at Chelsea, and it's so unfortunate that these things are really, really happening. And it's very, very, very sad that if they don't change, what happens that things will continue to get worse every time.
Well, we have a Chelsea fan in the house. By the way, for the people sending me DM on X, I'm not on Facebook and Instagram at the moment. So let's just get that straight. And I'm sure that is a joy for Chelsea fans.
Explain what happened to them. No, you have to explain.
There was a time where I had someone that was paying me to attack Chelsea, and I was doing the job well, but the person just woke up and say our contract has been terminated, that I cannot continue to fund my hatred for Chelsea. So somehow maybe Chelsea fans did a gang up, and then they reported all my social media accounts, and all of my social media accounts were taken down. But you know me now, I can't go down without the fight. I opened another one. The same day they took it down again. I said, let me allow Chelsea fans get some well-deserved rest. But it's going to be a massive, massive weekend, no doubt about that. But let's quickly talk about the Liverpool Southampton game. Abatomi, Liverpool wins on Saturday. It is 16 points, and I've said it.
It's not 16 points, it's 13 points.
It's going to be 16 points.
But it has not happened.
Don't
hurt your cheek before it hatches. Don't count your cheeks rather before
guy,
it
hatches. Your English is not tingling me.
Football is just like a biscuit, you can crack anyway. What if Southampton get to win? Nottingham Forest as well has also got a winner Anfield this season. So you really can't expect what's going to happen.
See, this is the reason why I'm not doing giveaway today. Agbatomi has spoiled the chances of anybody winning anything from me today. So if you predict Man U, Arsenal, whether you predict correct score, correct corner, correct free kick, you're on your own. Agbatomi has spoiled that chances. But hey, let me take your prediction. There's 5,000 I give away on Monday, and it's going to be for 5 people. I didn't say 5,000 for 5 people. 1,000 for 5 people. Emma Kubami. I'm not Sheyi Tinubu, of course. So let me take your prediction. Manchester United and Arsenal on Sunday. 0913 011 Where is that pendulum going to swing? Let me use the word of Agbatomi. Where would that biscuit crack? Quickly join the conversation. 0913 We've got 1,000 for 5 different correct predictors. But if you are lucky and you are smart, and you're able to chip in the people that will score the goals. Agbatomi already said Chidobe could get a goal against his former club. If you are lucky, let me take your stake on this one. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good to have you join us real quick.
My name is Emmanuel, calling from Augusti.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, before I make any prediction, let me just say, I heard Agbatomi say earlier on that if you know that we should not let us Arsenal fans think that Arsenal cannot win the league again.
Yes,
I want to tell you, you should not stop giving Arsenal fans false hope. I'm Arsenal fan. Authoritatively, I'm saying we cannot win the league again.
See, this is not a situation of false hope. No matter what they tell you, see, Ogami, wait. Agbatomi is playing the devil's advocate. No matter what they tell you, don't take the hope. Even you yourself, don't give yourself the hope.
Yeah, I can't give myself.
So forget Agbatomi.
Don't throw the towel easily.
Any other thing behind them winning, I will not respecting this Premier League again. Because I believe it is done and dusted for now.
Manchester City, let me drop this one. Manchester City has a chance. He decided to banter. It's gone. Manchester City has got a chance to win the Premier League this season than Arsenal. Kill me.
Come on.
Kill me for that.
They are 20 points behind Liverpool.
Kill me for that.
That cannot happen.
Manchester City have a better chance of winning the Premier League this season than Arsenal. 0913 Quickly your prediction. Manchester United and Arsenal on Sunday. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
Baba.
Okay. Ololade, is it Mr. Money or the
Miss Bowdy?
Okay.
I know he's coming.
This one is not the rich one.
The thing is, my prediction is Arsenal win by 3-1.
Okay. Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you just send a text?
Okay, I will text.
Okay, let's make it easy for ourselves so that we don't mix all of the numbers together. Let your prediction come in via text, not on Facebook. Text 0913 Drop your predictions there. Manchester United versus Arsenal on Sunday. Who wins it? We've got something for on Mainland 98.3 FM Sports Cruise. Everyone is a winner. So just drop your prediction in that one. Let's see if you can be lucky to start your week on Monday with some beautiful network of your choice. Well, good evening, Opa and Agbatomi. This is my quote from Ikeja Cement. Why are you giving Arsenal false hope? There's no hope, and I wish a team that is in form is at your back, so you can see that the hope you are wishing Arsenal, Shooting Stars and Remo Stars, Barcelona all the way this weekend. I see Atletico Madrid drop point this weekend in La Liga. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, they play away from home. This one says, good evening. Arsenal would lose by 1-4. If you say 1-4, that means it's Man U that will lose. It's Man U that is playing at home. You didn't put a name. If you sent in that prediction, I would appreciate if you can put a name so that we can save it if you're lucky with that prediction. 0913-600-0410. It is the Friday edition of Sports Cruise live from Mainland 98.3 FM. And we've got one of our runaway man, my G. The way they banished me on Facebook, they also banished him on X. I was happy when they banished him. Of course, I will bring up that conversation real quick. Okay, more predictions coming in. Giveaway is always something exciting. Fabian from Ogba is already predicting that Arsenal will beat Manchester United by 3-1. Okay, Shegun from Bagada says Arsenal will beat Man U by 2-1. Chidobe will score the only goal, and Merino will score 1 goal and 1 assist. Okay, that is interesting. The predictions are dropping in thick and fast. 0913-600-0410. Jacob Kuhn says Arsenal 2, Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2. Okay, Fabian, like I read your own prediction initially, said Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Let's talk about Ochuko. Good to have you join us on the show. Ochuko, no get time. Now Chelsea fan, they know they get money to make call. All right, straight up here. This one says Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. My call from Ikeja Cement. Thank you very much for dropping your prediction in there. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Sports Cruise. What's happen? It seems the network don't want you guys to win on Monday. Maybe the network want me to keep my money in my pocket. 0913-600-0410. Where would the win go to? My name is J-Boy. Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. This is Elijah from Abulegba. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 3. Okay, the predictions are coming in thick and fast. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 2. And that is coming from Oscar. Miracle also from Lagos says Arsenal will win by 2-1. Okay, Thompson from Ikoton is also telling us that my name is Arsenal, okay, Manchester United 2, Arsenal new. My name is Emmanuel Thompson from Ikoton, Lagos, and my network is. You already said your network. He said Manchester United will win that one by 2-0. Arsenal 4, Manchester United 1, and that is coming from Duro Jai. Oscar says it's Manchester United 2 and Arsenal 2. Okay, this one says Manchester United 3, Manchester United 0, Arsenal 3. You didn't put your name. I would appreciate if you're adding your name to your prediction so that we don't mix everything up. Elijah from Abulegba says Manchester United 1, Arsenal 3. Okay, this is Uche from Orilia, and he says Manchester United 1, Man U to beat Arsenal 3-1. Uche from Orilia. Okay, thank you very much. Israel from Ayobo is saying it is Manchester United 1 and Arsenal 2. Okay, keep your predictions coming in thick and fast. 0913-600-0410. This one says, my name is Bolao. Arsenal would beat Man U by 4-1, and Odegaard will score 2 goals, and Merino will score 1 goal. Whatever makes you think Merino will score a goal against Manchester, he's a Nana that is in goal, by the way. So even if you throw stone, Onana can concede. He will still have a good contribution. Let me be kind enough to check some of your messages on Facebook, and I'll be taking your predictions real quick. 0913-600-0410 on Facebook. Okay, let me reload this one. Keep your predictions coming in. Uche wants to talk to us. You want to predict via phone. Hello, good evening, Uche. You're welcome, my brother.
I
agree to boss. Respect.
My prediction, correct one, 3-1. Man U to beat Arsenal tomorrow.
Okay, Uche, do me a favor and send that as a message to this number you are calling.
I've already sent the message now.
You can't call to confirm now. Wow. Okay, this one says I'm fully active. This is Don G Music. Samuel Akitunde says, well done, guys. Cecile Dixon on Facebook is predicting Arsenal to win by 3 goals to 1. He's a city boy. I leave them. I'm trying to understand something, but let me keep it after the game. 0913-600-0410. Welcome to Sports Cruise. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good evening, my friend. This is Godwin from Ota.
Godwin, all the way from Ota. Put your money where your mouth is.
3-1 to Arsenal.
Okay, 3-1 in favor of Arsenal. Godwin, can you text this message to this number you just called now?
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. And of course, don't forget to put your name. This one says, my name is Zain Tomiwa from Bariga. Arsenal will beat Man U by 4 goals to 2. Emeka from Ogba says, Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Man U 1, Arsenal 1. Destiny from Alaba. Aziz Ajetumobi from Agege says, Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Seun from Bagada says, Arsenal 1, Manchester United 4. Wow. All of foul. And all these people would think I'll do the giveaway. Okay, more messages coming in. This one says, my name is Paul Daniel and I'm predicting that Arsenal would play a 1-1 draw. I hope I saw your prediction well. This is okay, Paul Daniel from Janikin says Arsenal 1 and Manchester United 1. I also got a prediction well. Agbatom, we've got almost 40 predictions here. Okay, let's see how it goes here. 0913-600-0410. We're really super pressed for time. Okay. If not that this man has promised me fish this night, I just want to sell my birthright for a bowl of smoked fish. I don't have shame actually, especially on Friday evening. I don't have shame. Today Young is in the house. Today Young, it's been a while. You've been away from here. You just left us hanging. But what do you find though? Good to see you. Look good, by the way. And then the powder head is also competing with my own. Let me remove my cap so that you see.
It's fine.
We are partner in crime.
I can see relationship.
Come on, man.
I can never leave you hanging. Home is always there.
Home is always here. And good to see you, by the way. We're starting with these Morpheus shades. Are you doing a Matrix kind of thing tonight?
I'm just maintaining my steez.
Maintaining steez. Alright, thank you so much for everyone that came. You can still keep your predictions coming in. You know how we do. When we have more than 5 people that got the predictions correctly, we'll do a ballot. And that's what we always do. But trust me, everyone that sent in their predictions, whether on Facebook or on our text message, would certainly be attended to. That's about the time for back. A big shout out to Agbatomi for always coming through. Today,
always a pleasure.
Nobody will get this one.
You go and buy credit. Remove your mind. All the picture I've had so far.
Sᴘᴏʀᴛ from Abule says Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. And of course, the score will be Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0 from Abiodun from Ikotu. Ortega from Dr. says Arsenal 0, Manchester United 2. Sᴘᴏʀᴛ from Abule says Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. Nwanze Roland says Arsenal 3. Everybody's just giving this win to Arsenal. I pray. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. My name is Okoyemi Akiode. They call me the host with the most, and if you're kind enough, you can call me the Sultan of MC. Big shout out to Agbatomi for always coming through. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. is going to be something to celebrate International Women's Day. We're going to be gathered at the Lagos Tennis Club on the island for something amazing. Stick around. Mainland 98.3 FM. Next up is Voice from the Top with Kunle Daniels and my own friend and my G, Joseph Falonsha. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and bye for now.
I had to warn ya.